Good morning, everybody. We are out on the Erie Canal, this time closer to home, and it is early in the morning for me. This is probably the earliest I have ever fished, and it's not honestly that early. I just don't like getting up early. It's like 7:06 right now. And yeah, I don't think I've ever quite fished this early, so I'm anxious to see if it makes a difference for the fishing here on the canal. I brought a bunch of poles with me today and a bunch of baits. We're gonna try some stuff. We're gonna get as much fishing in until the thunderstorms start, and then I'll probably spend the rest of the day editing. But hopefully we'll be able to get in a decent amount of fishing this morning. I swear to God, I just had a hit. That thing stopped dead, but then it kept going. Oh, lots of fish. I was wondering what the heck was going on. I didn't set the hook, so we might lose this one. All right. All right. They're still liking the worm. Buddy, are you good? Yeah, I think he's good. All right, hook's out already. Jeez. All right, early morning smallmouth to start things off. That's a good fish. I should have brought my board today to see if I could have gotten a limit, you know? But that's a nice smallie. All right, buddy, let's get you back in. Good start. Solid start. Was that my first cast? I think that was either my first or second cast with the worm, and we instantly got that fish. I got it. Off with a snag and into a fish's mouth. Buddy, calm down. We'll get it out of you. Alright, it's decent rocky. We're going to release him actually away from the tree so we don't spook anything else that might be living under it. Yeah. No! Oh no. Let's see if it's a rocky. If it was a rocky, he'll go grab it again. Something just picked it up and started to swim away with it, but I did not get the hook set. The hook I'm using for this setup right now isn't really meant for a Wacky Rig, but I have caught more fish on it than I did on a hook that would be more suited for a Wacky Rig so far. That could have just been my luck and, you know, different situations as they've been, but I'm sticking with this because I've had a good hookup ratio. All right, he spit that out before I set it. There could be a whole nest of rock bass down there. Yeah, there's definitely a nest of rock bass over there. All right, fish number 3. Not what we're after, but you know what? Still fun. They put up quite a fight for their size. Oh, sorry, bud. Oh. All right. Thought I felt something pick it up and start moving with it. All right. Just got a cute little smallie. Have not seen a largemouth yet. Haven't seen them near the edge of the canal or anything. Mostly smallmouths lately. I wonder if it's because they're all off breeding right now in shallower areas. I checked over near the wide water, did not see any fish there. It was just kind of stagnant, and the wide water past 2 years hasn't honestly been that great. But it doesn't mean that they're not there, just in different little pockets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The largemouth are probably all off on beds right now, finishing up their breeding. We'll probably start seeing them come back in a few weeks here to these parts of the canals, because they were out here in force first thing. When the canal first filled up, honestly, I saw more largemouth than I saw smallmouth. We were catching, you know, about an even amount of both, but we definitely saw more largemouth hanging out on the sides of the canal. I want to walk around with a Whopper Plopper for a minute. Hit some of the main banks here. See if anything wants to chase something big down. Well, nothing wanted to come out and say hi. I'm really experimenting with baits right now, because we're starting to get closer to being out of that early morning bite range, but you know, we're at 8 a.m. right now. That's still earlier than most days I've been out fishing. So I'm curious what is biting what when. I'm thinking about throwing a chatterbait on the one pole, taking that that spinner bait off. I just don't know if I want to put something in a crazy color on, because the water's not super clear, or if I want to use a more natural color on the chatterbait. I don't know. I know some people probably think this is a fairly large lure to be casting all the time and have this be my main Whopper Plopper. This is the 110 size. Honestly, I've caught 6-inch fish on it, so the little ones don't really care how big it is. They'll go after it anyways. And it's big enough to entice some of the larger fish, so that's why I stick with this size. I have had luck with a Whopper Plopper on a cloudy day, like a cloudy spring day. Has worked, but that's really only been over at the waterfall at the local creek. So I don't know if it works in other situations or not on a cloudy day. Most times it has been on a sunny day. Sunny day with high winds, I have had some great luck. There was one well, all right, there's a largie. So they're in there. Oh, you came off. Good, get off of it. There's one. They are hiding in the cattails. Not the size we're hoping for, but really not, you know, not a bad fish. Yeah, nice little largemouth. All right, we're gonna get you out far enough, hopefully. There you go, bud. All right, so we're gonna cast around the cattails for a little bit longer, I guess. All right, let's get the worm out, and we're gonna redo this entire stretch with the worm. We may also have to go and get a jacket. I think we're okay for the second. And I also apologize if the audio quality will change coming up shortly. That'll be because the rain has started and I've had to take the media mod off. The media mod is not waterproof. The regular GoPro is. It's waterproof down to quite a deep depth. I've always been too chicken to just shove it underwater. I like using my cheaper camera for that, for doing the underwater shots, because I don't want to ruin the GoPro. But it is a waterproof camera. They do have a waterproof case for the GoPro. Honestly, I should probably invest in it. I think it would be a nice thing to have, especially if I upgrade to a newer GoPro, then I can use the other GoPro as the underwater camera. Though I would like to have a camera that goes behind me on the kayak. That kind of gets everything that's going on around me a little bit better. Oh, geez. I don't want to flip this one, but I got it. Ugh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I was right. The largemouth are hanging around the cattails. Okay. You calm down, you. Wow. Oh. He is having none of what I'm selling. All right, second largie of the day. So that's what, 2 smallmouth, 2 rock bass, 2 largies. That's a pretty great day so far. I keep feeling like my line's gonna break. I know the pole can handle at least a fish that size. I'm more worried about my line at this point because my line is not in the best shape. It's only about a month old, but I have been abusing it. This is line I took to Mays Point, so it was dealing with all the gar and all the rocks. I've had so many snags on this set of line too. So I go fishing often. I know you should only have to change your fishing line like once or twice a year. But, you know, if I'm fishing 4 or 5 days some weeks, then that, you know, probably gets shortened down to having to change it every month, I would guess. Honestly, it's been excellent line for being 8-pound. 8-pound test. It has been pretty strong. We've caught some decent sized fish on it. No! Let's see if he'll pick it up again. You never know. That was a good pull. I don't think that was a Rocky. He probably just had the worm in the corner of his mouth. There we go. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Come on, bud. Yeah. That's the one. All right. That is what we're talking about. We are putting the glove on because he is all tangled up in that Whopper Plopper. Oh my gosh. All right, not quite as, he's got a big mouth. Largemouth bass, right? Big mouth. But that, for ratio-wise, big mouth compared to the rest of his body, I thought that was a much larger fish. But still a nice bass. That's still the biggest fish of the day. So. All right, buddy. Let's get you back in. Awesome. That's 7 fish today. So that's 2 fish on the Whopper Plopper today. It is still pulling its weight. Really? Well, actually, that is a large rock bass. That is a good rock bass right there. But oh, you got all tangled up. You got all torn up. Talk about ambitious fish. Not that huge, but probably the biggest rock bass we got today, at least. All right, let's get you back in, bud. Try eating something a little smaller next time. That was too big for you. Oy. That's a tiny smallie. Oh, geez. Aye. Still got the spines, though. Oh, man. All right, buddy. Go back and get real big. That's a big plant. I got a snag right now, but I'm more interested in this plant. Look at those leaves. Jeez. All right, slightly better than the last one. All right, he's probably at least 2 inches, if not 2.5 inches longer than the last little guy. So it's an improvement. Still not quite what we want, but it's an improvement. That. So the thing I've been getting used to more with doing the weightless worm is feeling that bite and feeling that fish pick it up in its mouth and then start to run off with it. And then I just kind of let the pull move with it. I try to make it so the pull ends up in a downward position at least a little bit, which gives me more room to set the hook. So overall, using the weightless worm like that has been a lot better. It's been, I'm starting to definitely get the hang of it. And well, I've caught 8 fish on it today. Not all big fish. What have I caught on it? Two decent fish. The rest are smaller. Maybe 3 decent fish. Something like that. That's a better fish. All right. Whoa. That's the biggest smallie of the day, I think. I think it's bigger than the first one. Hey, don't roll back. Come this way. All right, finally another solid fish. This one's much lighter in color. Much lighter in color than the other one. He's probably around a foot. Probably around keeper size. All right, well, maybe we won't be moving down quite yet. These guys are hanging out low in depth for sure. I've gotten most of the smallmouth way off the bottom today. Already, this is my best fishing day of the year. We haven't caught a giant yet, but that is 3 or 4 solid fish and a bunch of other fun fish. So this is how I'm rigging the worm. It's not a Wacky Rig hook. That's more of like a weedless hook, but I'm using this one because I've caught like 9 fish on it today so far, just using this style of hook. I'm putting it just through the worm. Usually, sometimes I just put it right under the ring, but it's a little bit into the worm, just so it's got a little bit extra bite on there. But yeah, it's as simple as you can get. The ridge is getting really high here. We can't really pull a fish up the ridge to our left, so I'm gonna keep on going because there's a lot of cattails down here further. I have no idea what it's like down here. I've only been down here once. I don't remember what the terrain's like, or if there's even a spot to be able to get in between the fish. If there isn't, we're gonna head right back to where we were. We might even go back further, closer to where we started. I have far fewer of these worms than I thought I did, though. We have lost 4 or 5 now today. I guess it's getting to the point where I got to keep at least a full pack on me at all times now that I'm going to be doing this more. There we go. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. He's caught on the bush. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's big fish of the day, but he got all tangled, so I'm gonna get him back in. Jeez, try to get some of the stuff off you, bud. That is a nice largemouth right there. All right. Ugh. Oh, that's what I did not want to have happen. Actually, what did I get caught on? Oh, somebody else's disgusting old line. Whoa! Yeah, that a boy. Hey, hey. Mouth open, there you go. All right. That's a nice smallie. That's a long fish. We have to get a picture with this guy. They're all about the same size. They're all like that 14, 15 inch mark. The bigger ones. I haven't seen a bigger one out of the canal yet this year. All right, buddy, thanks for the fun. Let's get you back in. Ah. Well, this is the most fish I've caught in one day this year. And we're closing in on my my all-time bass record. We are definitely getting close. We might actually be tied with it. We might be tied with the bass record, which I think is 10 in one day. And I think that's what we got right now. So now that I've spoken that into existence, we of course won't catch another fish, but... And we're gonna, yeah, that's what's gonna happen, see? See that? The fishing gods are punishing me. You don't talk about records. You don't talk about records. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Well, I have to admit, that cloud does not look good. So I think we're getting closer to the bad weather. And I am very far from my car. I'm gonna spend a few more minutes at this spot, and then I think we're gonna get back closer to the car and go get some more worms and stuff. Oh, oh, jeez. It was a rock bass. I had him on. I pulled so hard, I ripped him right off. He just kind of skipped over the waves a minute, and then he was gone. Oh, Jesus. Yep, that's time for old Greg to get in the car. Sadly, we got about a quarter mile to walk, so this should be interesting. With a bunch of metal rods that we will be holding in our hands. This is gonna be safe. Oh, yeah, no, this is gonna get miserable real quick. I gotta get my lure cover on so I don't get skewered by my Whopper Plopper. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't hold those up so high. Oh boy. Yeah, nope, should have read the weather pattern better. Even though my my weather app told me I was good till 1. Oh crap, hang on, I gotta get the GoPro in the case. This is not a waterproof setup right now. Yeah, we got caught about a quarter mile from the car. I am soaked through entirely soaked through. I don't think my clothes could be any more soaked. And that sadly puts an end to our day of fishing. We caught 13 fish, total of 10 bass, which matched our best record. And it was an awesome day with a little bit of a crazy ending. But I want to thank you all for coming on the adventure with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you all take care.